Projekt Guru.
Всем привет! С вами Zak Novak на радиостанции Novorossia Rocks. Welcome to Novorossia Rocks Radio Station in downtown Donetsk. This is Projekt Guru. Guru always in the house. Guru, thank you so much for all the hard work that you do. Andre, my engineer, thank you so much. And walked in, Dima, my good friend, who is also a big part of this Novorossia today. Thank you, Dima. Guys, guess what? I just talked to Marc Rizzo, the famous guitar player. Guys, you know who he is, right?
Soulfly!
Yes, you got it right. Let's go to the news right away. And now with some VST, some news. Let's go. Total madness. Kiev junta regime bombs school with children inside. This is war crimes. War crimes. Poroshenko targeting schools, children inside. Atrocities by the Nazi Kiev junta regime. And Washington. Nazi Ukraine military released ammunition AGS on school in Zaitsevo when there were children, according to the Defense Ministry of DPR. Zaitsevo. Nazi Ukrainian forces released a full barrage of ammunition from automatic grenade launchers on school number 15 in Zaitsevo village north of Gorlovka when children were in the building. Defense Ministry spokesman of DPR during an inspection of the scene. The shelling started around 9 a.m. The children were in school, but everybody was evacuated. Everybody is okay. The enemy unleashed a barrage of ammunition, the spokesman said. He added that enemy fired repeatedly throughout the day using mortars, tanks, infantry, fighting vehicles, and small arms. Officials counted no fewer than 7 hits on the campus, damaged the building with the front of the facade, roof caved in, totally destroyed. Also, close to the school, trees ripped apart. In addition, as a result of shelling, the village was completely dead. Total evacuation. Flagrant violation of ceasefire by Nazi Kiev regime. The observers of OSCE monitoring mission and the Joint Monitoring and Coordination Center JCCC recorded the ceasefire violations. At the moment, they have finished their work at the school 15 now and will report and investigate the violation committed by the Kiev junta forces where a woman was killed during the shelling near the buffer zone area of Gorlovka. War crimes, total madness. Guru, bad news from Venezuela. Don't like this at all. The opposition Democratic Unity is winning Sunday's elections to Venezuela's parliament, the National Assembly, according to the first results of the vote released on Monday by the country's National Electoral Council. The opposition alliance gained 99 seats in the parliament, while the United Socialist Party won 46 seats. As many as 19 million people were eligible to vote in the elections, and the voter turnout was 74%. This is the first time in 15 years the political opponents of late President Hugo Chavez, Viva Chavez, supporters win the majority in Venezuela's 167-seat legislature. Venezuelan President Maduro said in his address to the nation he has acknowledged the outcome of the parliamentary polls. The elected candidates will serve a 5-year term starting from January 2016. Andre, citizens of Russian city Smolensk presented a 400-meter St. George ribbon for the Donetsk People's Republic. The ribbon was created on the occasion of the Great Victory Anniversary, and today, DPR, Donetsk People's Republic, celebrated the St. George's ribbon. It's amazing and symbolic, especially in our time. We must pay honor to the memory of those who forged our victory in the Great Patriotic War, as well as those who forged ahead for our victory now at the front of Donetsk land, the mayor of Donetsk, Igor Martinov, said. About 5,000 citizens and guests of Donetsk have taken part today in the celebration of St. George's ribbon in Shcherbakova Park. Observers of the Special Monitoring Mission, SMM, of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, which is the OSCE, are installing cameras around Donetsk airport to control how the ceasefire regime is observed there, the Donetsk news agency said yesterday, Guru. OSCE installs cameras near the Oktyabrski Rudnik, which is the mining area in the northern part of Donetsk. The work began several days ago. The source said that the SMM would not limit its mission to the video monitoring of the hot point at the engagement line. OSCE considers organizing a monitoring station there. The source continues saying that the expanding of the mission's presence will cut the time of reactions to breached ceasefire, which is usually breached by the Kiev junta. Several days earlier, the Defense Ministry of Donetsk People's Republic said the OSCE SMM installed cameras to monitor ceasefire violations near the Shirokino settlement. The equipment is being tested now. Andre, Russia is set to file a lawsuit against Ukraine junta if Kiev fails to have repaid the $3 billion debt by December 20th, Russian Finance Ministry said on Saturday. This week we received an official refusal of the U.S. government for loan guarantees to Ukraine, the ministry said in a statement. Therefore, we have nothing to do but to file a lawsuit against Ukraine if the borrower fails to fulfill its liabilities in full on December 20th, 2015, which will mean Ukraine's sovereign default. This is awesome news, Guru. My friend, my boss, my hero, Miroslav Rudenko. On our website, you can check out the interview with the video. Interview with my boss and hero, Deputy Minister, DPR, Miroslav Rudenko. Students of the Donetsk People's Republic passed exams to get their second diplomas of higher education from the territory of Russian Federation. About this process of Russian Federation diplomas and achievers were discussed by the deputy from political party Free Donbass, Miroslav Rudenko. As I know, all our universities that cooperated with the university partners from Russian Federation, they worked out this question of diplomas. More than 800 certificates of higher education from the Russian Federation were delivered to Donetsk. 87% of DPR students passed additional exams and they got the second diplomas from the RF. With education, our Ministry of the DPR is working now with the recognition of our diplomas by Russian Federation, so probably it will be no necessity to pass additional exams in the future. Deputy Miroslav Rudenko. Guru, this just in. 4 settlements southeast of Gorlivka in Donetsk People's Republic, DPR, came under shelling from Nazi Ukrainian troops, according to DPR law enforcement agency said on Sunday. Ukrainian troops shelled the settlements of Gagarin Rudnik, Zhelezhnaya Balka, Shirokaya Balka, and Azornanovka from 120mm mortars, multiple launch rocket systems, grenade launchers, and firearms. Also, a source in the law enforcement agency of DPR said Nazi Ukrainian troops shelled Donetsk northern suburbs of mortars and grenade launchers. At about 1800 at 6 p.m., Nazi Ukrainian troops opened fire at the settlement of Trudovskia and Spartak north of Donetsk. Apart from that, the village of Sakanka in the DPR south also came under shelling from Ukrainian troops. The source said fire had been opened from Ukrainian junta positions in Mariinka and Opotnoye. Nazi Ukrainian troops reportedly used 120s, armored vehicles, grenade launchers, and firearms. The Trilateral Contact Group in Ukraine, comprising senior representatives from Russia, Ukraine, and European security watchdog OSCE on February 12, 2015, signed a 13-point package of measures to fulfill the September 2014 Minsk agreements. The package was agreed with the leaders of Normandy 4, namely Russia, Germany, France, and Ukraine. The package of measures, known as Minsk 2, makes sure a ceasefire between Nazi Ukrainian government forces and People's Armies in the republics of Donetsk, Lugansk, starting from February 15, and subsequent withdrawal of heavy weapons from the line of engagement. The deal also laid out roadmap for a lasting settlement in Ukraine, including local elections, constitutional reform to give more autonomy to the war-torn eastern regions of Donbass, in line with the agreement reached in Minsk at a meeting of the contact group on settling the situation in East Ukraine. A complete ceasefire was established from September 1st at the disengagement line in Donbass. Still, the DPR regularly registered separate instances of shelling on the part of the Nazi forces of Ukraine. More madness, Guru. Kiev junta launches 90 rounds of mortars on civilian areas of Donetsk. War crimes. Nazi Kiev forces have fired more than 90 mortars and shells at Donetsk's northern outskirts last night, a source of the Donetsk People's Republic security agency said on Monday. Ukrainian junta battalions fired 79 mortars of 120s at settlements located north of Donetsk last night. 11 shots were fired from tanks and 4 from D-30 howitzers by the enemy. Howitzers, Guru, on civilian areas, war crimes. According to the source, the settlements of Spartak and Zhapichevo came under fire, along with the Volvo Center also hit again, and Donetsk Airport. At the meeting of the contact group in Minsk on August 26, the participants confirmed their plans to ensure ceasefire in Donbass from September 1st, starting of school. Remember, Guru. Over the last weeks, only few violations of ceasefire regime were registered in Donbass. Observing ceasefire by both sides was one of the main conditions for completing withdrawal of weaponry of less than 100 caliber from the contact line in Donbass. There is still more madness from the Kiev junta regime, bombing schools, bombing civilian areas. War crimes. All right, everyone, that ends our program. Everybody be safe. See you on Wednesday. I stress again, stay alert, be careful. This show was specially dedicated to my friend Marc Rizzo, everybody's friend Marc Rizzo. Ending the program with Marc Rizzo's band Soulfly. See you all soon. See you on Wednesday. Everybody be safe. Bye-bye.